Dude.
Oh, hi, Jake.
I'm so small. I'm a little baby.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I have ADHD and Twitter exists, so I was like, fuck, I'm live. I have to be here. I have to hit the thing and the button to do the streaming thing. Because that's what this is for. Hi, Tons. Hi, Jake. Hi, Abby. Hi, Kirik. Hi, Jor. You are live. I know. I will give Navi a treat. Thank you for that. Shadow. Being live sounds problematic. It is when you have ADHD. And Arcade, hi friend, how are you? This does not look like camo and flip-flops. It's not. I just wanted to make the reference. And I'm perpetually unconvinced that people read those. So honestly, you've warmed my cold, dead heart by proving to me that you have in fact read that. Look at all those emotes, Abby. The flashbacks. The flashbacks to what? What are you talking about? Probably one of the few. I don't think people read them. I don't read them. I see who went live, and then I'm like, yay! And I do it to go see them. I don't do it because of what they wrote. It's a new series. There's a new chance to get the jump on you? What are you talking about? What am I talking? What? I never get them. The notifications, do you have them turned off? Abby thought I gave her a gift sub to my channel and I misunderstood her. So it was a funny ongoing bit because I thought she was saying that I gave her a gift sub to Justice's channel and I was like, I don't know, sounds like me. Probably. You're welcome. I don't remember doing that, but sure. And then today I realized she was talking about my channel and I was like, oh no, that's not a thing. That I didn't do that. I don't know who gave you a gift sub. We must investigate. What's this about camo and flip-flops? Welcome in, Digi. I just wanted to make the Mean Girls reference. Used to beat up Kirik in my chat. Oh, I remember that. You know, if you were streaming again, I feel like it would be easier for me to remember what the commands are in your channel, but it's been so long that it's slipping, you know? It's slipping. A read. It's not a read, it's aggressive encouragement. It's just aggressive encouragement, because I think you should stream again, and we miss it, and I want to see it. I want to beat people up in your chat. Is that too much to ask for in this economy? Apparently it is. A read. I also discovered today, because it worked when Jor said my name in chat, I discovered today, and probably everyone on the planet knows this except for me, you can add other keywords from Better TTV that highlight for you, like it highlights your name automatically, like your username automatically, but I added just the word Katie, so it gets my attention. Would recommend. The gaul of some people? That's not how you spell gall. The gall you have to misspell gall. No, exactly. So like Digis is highlighted. Yeah, you just add it. I think you go, how did I do this? Let's retrace my steps. You do Better TTV settings and you scroll down to highlight keywords, click add new, and you tell it what you want it to highlight. Yeah, those are all red. All three of those are in red. Because sometimes I feel bad. I tend to work and lurk a lot in people's streams, and I feel really bad sometimes. I won't notice that somebody who was talking to me in chat or mentioning me, because I'm only like half listening and I'm super multitasking. So I think this will help. Because it's not that I'm intentionally ignoring you, I just didn't see it. Do you want to build a snowman? I mean, probably. It's kind of warm in here, because I have a lot of lighting on me that is not made for what I'm using it for, so it's toasty. 2 IKEA lamps, an old banker's lamp that I'm sure is causing global warming. Thank you for the redemption. That scared me. Hi, Pulo. Welcome in. It made a noise when that happened for some reason. If you want to change what time of day it is, redeem it. The shortest and least effective ad campaign for anything I've ever done. That was your computer. Yeah, it was mine. It was mine. Because it was the first time Mix It Up did something with the WebSocket, so it made a noise. Exactly, just like that, Vashon. You get it. You understand. I'm gonna set up Mix It Up so if I say your name, it will post a message in chat. Perfect. I'm into that. Keurig, good job. Good job. I like it. I like what you've done with the place. Also, hi, speaking of what you've done with the place, this is what it's gonna look like, pretty much, from here on out. I'm getting a new desk. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna drink coffee, because I know it's gonna make you angry, and you're like 6 feet away, but if you yell, I'm gonna get mad at you for messing up my audio, and there's nothing you can do about it. Anyway. Well, the gulp. I know. The gall I have. The desk has a USB port. It's fancy. It is fancy. Shadow helped me look for desks. Thank you for also reminding me what the fuck I was talking about. ADHD is fine. My monitor levels out right to here for where he's sitting. So he said look up, and I can see you in the shadows over there because there's so much lighting facing on me right now that it's hard to see him. But it's just Jacob's grumpy thwomp face. And if you don't know what a thwomp is, I'll look it up and show you. But when Jacob gets grumpy, he looks like a thwomp from Mario. Legitimately. He could do a very convincing cosplay. I missed other chat though. I love a disclaimer. Well, I wasn't wrong. You make the sunsets even lovelier. Aww. Do gaming desks exist? They do exist, but they're marketed towards you to be something that they're not. They're not that special. They just have extra cable management, from what I've seen. It's not that big a deal. Conus, hi, welcome in. Does he have the bandage on his back as well, like Mario 64? No, but we could get one. Do they make a squatting desk? I don't know. Jake, don't be gross. I'll ban you. I'll do it. It's a laying desk. I wish. Can you imagine just like me in a hammock? Captain, welcome in. Banish? You can't banish me. It's my channel. Oh no, I'm gone. Wait, would that be a funny channel redemption though? If we did like ban the streamer and it made my camera disappear? Or would that get annoying? I would put a massive cooldown on it. But I think it would be funny. I have a headboard piece that lets me play the Switch while I lay in bed. Ugh, that's amazing. I want one of those, like, monitors on an arm so I can play video games in bed. And it just, like, hovers above you. But I would be afraid that it was gonna crush me, to be honest. Go one step further and add a line about being banished to the Shadow Realm. All Yu-Gi-Oh style. Well, I mean, the normal Banish does that. But it says Astral Plane, because I didn't grow up with Yu-Gi-Oh, but I do know D&D. Somewhat. Sleeping Desk. I want one. I have it on mine. Ban the streamer? Unvanish. Oh my god, I'm back. Welcome back. Me. But does it make me better at games? No. Kirik teaches D&D well. He does. He really does. I think I'm okay at teaching other players, but I've never DM'd. So in that aspect of teaching D&D, I have no idea if I'm good or not, but I have helped many a table mate during session learn how to play. That would be an easy effect to fall off to. Oh yeah, it would be super easy. Like a good orc. He's the best orc. That doesn't make any sense. DMing is hard and Kirik makes it look easy. Also true. I think natural storytellers like Kirik and Jake and Caitlin and a lot of the other DMs I know make it look very easy. And then I sit here like, I could do that. And then I take like one look at the preparation that they do and I'm like, never mind. I'm good. I'm good actually. I'm gonna excuse myself. No need to provide me with a note. I'll be on my way. Look at that stabby crabby. A helper. Kirik is there. What? Imagine having friends to play D&D with. Conus, what the fuck are we? What the fuck are we, Conus? Imagine having the gall to come into my chat and say, imagine having friends that play D&D when we are actively discussing D&D with our friends. Jesus Christ, Conus. The gall. Frenemies, maybe. I know, apparently. Is Conus the big bad of our campaign? What if your big bad was a Twitch streamer? And you had to infiltrate their chat to take them down? Wait, can that be a one-shot? Is that genius or stupid? I can't tell. There's a fine line sometimes. And then you walk into a room and there's windows and people talking. I know, honestly, I would be like, there's a place with people? I don't know what class, race, or anything that they are, but they're there. Boy, are they present in front of you. How many are there? No idea. I don't know. 4? 4? I struggle between the word 4 and 5 in the made-up scenario. So God only knows what I would be like in the real one. Clearly not friends. Yeah, clearly not, apparently. Wow. The Gaul. The crab has gone mad with power. Someone needs to take that knife away. I was saying this in voice chat earlier with Krabby and a few other people. I added that as a joke, and I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. I think it's funny. I drew it. It's not like I don't have the rights to it. I drew it for Abby, who's right there, and is crabby, and sometimes stabby. So I think it all lines up. I'm just gonna leave it there. It was a silly filler when I was like, I have all these emote slots and they stress me out, and I threw dumb stuff in there. But I'm gonna leave all of it. There's a bee in there that I drew for Brito Honey. There's 2 different images of pets that are not mine. We have an image of Puppy and an image of Little D. Both pets of the Gigglepuss gang and Telford Gigglepuss. Look at him go. Look at him go. Snip, snip. I'd be terrible as a DM, D&D GM as well. I'm great at the systematic setup stuff, but I'm terrible at the story parts. I think maybe like a co-DM thing would be really good then, because you'd be a really good foundational like backbone for how things are structurally set up to make a big story happen. I think you would have a lot of fun and luck with a good co-DM. I never said I didn't have friends to discuss D&D with. I said play with. Well, you've never asked to play with us, Conus. And honestly, that's hurtful. Horrifying, but fun. What are you talking about? That would be awesome and horrible to be teleported like that. Teleported like what? The crab has gone mad with power. Someone needs to take the knife away. Oh, the like a good neighbor thing? I'm caught up. I got there. What if the crab gets a gun one day? What if I just subtly switch it out one day? Like, I don't announce it. I don't do anything. I just subtly switch it out. I don't tell her. But then it wouldn't be stabby crabby. There has to be alliteration. It's illegal if there's no alliteration. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. Gun crabby. Just say that doesn't have the same ring to it. It doesn't. It simply doesn't. Happy crabby? I don't know. I don't know. That was a solid effort, but I don't know. I'm a bad English major. That's not true. All English majors are bad. You can't be bad. It's relative. The game Phoenix Point starts with crabs becoming aggressive, so we know how it starts with Crabbo. A gateway crab. But like a gateway computer crab. Like an outdated system that no one uses and Abby probably doesn't even know because she's too young. I like it. I thought alliteration was the first sound. No, I think it's just similar sounds. Or maybe it's the ending? I'm also a bad English major and I have a master's in it, so I don't remember. That aged me. Gateway computers. It was featured prominently in a rom-com that I like to watch over and over and over for comfort, and I get a little sad every time I see it now because they were so convinced it was going to be like huge that they put it in their movie and they paid for that brand placement, and it's gone. It's gone, and no one knows what we're talking about. No one. Not a single person except for the Shadow Factory and I. Do you think the Shadow Factory, which is not a real username, it's the Soul Factory, do you think the Shadow Factory, though, is run by Gateway Computers? And that's why it's less successful than the real place, the Soul Factory? You gotta quit changing your name. It's bad for my mental health. I would die when I found out you switched them. Wait, switch what? The Soul Factory and the Shadow Factory? Oh, the emotes, the emotes. You would die, though, because she has a gun. And that's terrifying. Hello, Kelly. Welcome in. I believe a lot of our friends in Discord have been playing Monster Hunter Rise as well. There's a whole group of them. I'm gonna change it every 90 days just for you. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I would not know. Gateway computers were great in the 90s, and they had a cow as a logo. It's true. Those are both true things. They lasted until I think like the mid 2000s. And then they fell off the planet like a flat earther. I have one earphone off my ears and it's wild time hearing you in real time and stream time. I know, it's very weird. My brain, it's not that I don't like this. I want to phrase this differently than I started to phrase it. My brain gets very confused the few times I have been in the living room of the Gigglepuss gang while he is live because I can hear him streaming live and then I hear different reactions in headphones because I'm trying to hear like the full stream while in real life I can only hear what he's physically saying. And then sometimes the best though, because he uses a voice mod, is that he will be talking in his normal voice while there's a voice mod on stream, and it sounds ridiculous when he's using his normal voice, but it sounds hilarious on stream. So it works on both levels. Highly recommend if you can arrange that. Cabby crabby. No, don't make that a thing, Abby. I wish I could style my hair like you. I'm doing okay. I could teach you. Kelly, it's really not hard. It just takes patience for me because I have a lot of hair. I'm very Italian. I have a lot of very thick hair. So this takes a long time just to get it all, but it's not a difficult process whatsoever. I would be happy to show you in Discord one day. What's a gateway computer? It's just another brand like Dell or Acer that was very big in the 2000s. But that brand died out. I think they got bought out, right? E-Machine. Oh my god, I forgot about E-Machine. I had an E-Machine and I thought I was the shit. I was wrong. I like Shadow's answer. It's a computer that puts you down the path of PC gaming. It really does. That's how I started. That's how I got here. Hi, Trevor. Welcome in. Living room stream viewing can be a high-level channel reward for Gigglepuss. Maybe. I think you would get a lot of feedback, though, if you tried to stream at the same time. I don't know. Look at that evil Navi. Okay, so the story with the evil Navi, in case you have seen that as a follower emote, is that I actually drew my own version of these power-up ones before I knew that you were not allowed to do that. So it's supposed to be like this. Oh my god, how embarrassing! It's a good thing that doesn't show on screen. It's supposed to be like this, with her little paws, and I drew them, like painstakingly drew them, gave them all this like depth and dimension, and then I found out you're not allowed to imitate global emotes because technically that's Twitch IP and you're stealing from them if you try to do that. So I deleted them. And they're on my iPad, but that's apparently where they must live forever. So unfortunately, that's how it is. But you can give her people hands, which is more terrifying, to be honest. Those computers were awful. What, e-machines? It wasn't a good time. My first PC was a people PC? I don't even know what that is. To Lightning? Maybe. Maybe. I was thinking about actually doing, instead of the evil hands, in whatever format they end up being in, I was thinking about maybe doing Longcat, because that was my original plan. And then I fell off the wagon as usual, because I have ADHD. My Dell laptop where I would play Club Penguin and Wizard 101. Those were the days. I played both of those games all the time. Not because I found them genuinely interesting, but because I played Virtual Magic Kingdom, otherwise known as VMK, obsessively. And when it died in 2005, I had nowhere to run to. I had no game to play, no things to do, absolutely nothing, no one to connect with. So I, in a failed, desperate attempt, started playing Neopets was another one I tried. Club Penguin, Neopets. It was this really, really awful Tinkerbell game. What was it called? Pixie Hollow. And then I tried Wizard 101 before it became pay to play. And then there was a really, really bad Pirates of the Caribbean online game that I also played. Back in the days when I used to call myself a person with strong gamer potential and not a gamer because I was afraid to be made fun of mercilessly, as it should have been, because I was a mess. Now I do it on the internet for efficiency. So you can tell me directly, you're a mess. I'm sorry for your loss, thank you. Like, there was a big deal, actually, when VMK closed. It made, like, several major news corporation headlines. We were all very upset. And they gave us, like, 2 months notice, so all of us were just, like, we were still logging on every day because we were all addicted. And we were like, we would pay to play, like, don't take it down, don't take the servers down, we all love it here. Because it was something Disney did as a promotion for the 50th anniversary, which must have been, when would that have been? It opened in 53, right? Or 55. Wait. I thought it was for the 50th anniversary, but now my math is not working out. When did Disneyland open? I thought it closed in 2005. But maybe that's when it started? And it closed in 2007? Yeah, 55 is when it opened, so it must have started in 2005 for the 50th anniversary. And they were promoting it in the park when I was there in 2005. And you would have these, like, in the game you had quests too, but they had these, like, quest pamphlets that you could do that were similar to the game. And you'd walk around and collect stuff, and then they'd hand you a physical card with a digital code on it to unlock in-game stuff. May 23rd, 2005 is when it opened or closed. I used to play Toontown. People really tried to get me into Toontown. I didn't understand it. It went right over my head. I don't know why. Even though I was a full adult and didn't play Club Penguin anymore when I found it was gonna die, I was genuinely sad. I feel that. I was really, really sad when VMK crashed. Well, I don't know, it didn't crash. It was taken away. Did you ever play the Lego Online game where they were making, at one point, that game was actually fun in beta, but they tried to tune it for like 8 to 15-year-olds? And the game went downhill so fast. Eventually they had to shut it down because all the people did was try to make penises out of Lego. So like, even in VMK, it's like a Disney game, right? So they wouldn't let you do anything. It was heavily censored. I got banned for saying duck because it seemed like I was trying to say fuck. And there was like this whole code you had to learn to speak with people because you couldn't use certain words. And it took me so long. We were talking the other night in voice chat about how people that learned how to text with T9 had to unlearn how to text with T9 after they got like a full keyboard, or now where it's touchscreen, you use a full keyboard. But having to unlearn VMK speak to just talk online was a weird, trippy experience. Lego World? I don't know. I haven't heard of that. I don't know what that is. It sounds interesting. Would do the same. Still sounds like an amazing game though. Yeah, I would still draw dicks in it too. One of my TikToks is me drawing a dick in dirt on Powerwash Simulator. Are we gonna do anything differently in the game tonight? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's what it's made for. Katie Sucks at Gaming. Katie Sucks at Gaming. Hey, welcome in. How was the rest of your stream? How did it go? Tell us everything. Did you win? What is it called? Sifu? Sifu, yes. I was watching Jason play it yesterday, and then I watched you play it earlier. And I don't know. I feel like I might need it. I'm not sure. I also feel like it might be too hard for me to have a good time with. No, not Lego Worlds. It was a separate IP that was a legit Lego MMO. Well, wait, then what was it called, Conus? I feel like 8 to 15 is too broad a range, asking for trouble. I mean, yeah. You're not wrong, Trevor. You're not wrong. Lego Universe? Alright. I made progress, if that counts. Of course that counts. The legit developed AI to detect if people made penises and banned them. Yeah. They had AI in VMK to track who was using the coded words to say the things that they were trying to prevent us from saying. Like, you couldn't even tell your friend if you were trying to get them to meet you in a certain land or spot. You couldn't even tell them to come here because you couldn't use the word come. You could not spell out the word C-O-M-E. And I'm trying to remember what the code was for it. I know we used to do this absolutely batshit thing where we would spell things out by capitalizing certain letters in words that wouldn't get you banned, but they caught on to that really quickly. So you had to make it a convincing sentence and then place your capitals where you wanted them. Kind of like if you've ever seen the Series of Unfortunate Events movie with Meryl Streep, when she's giving the coded note and she does things like, I'm cold as Ike, but it's supposed to be ice. So you have to like fill it in. We were all acting like we were fucking spies, just trying to say normal sentences because it was so censored. But you adjusted to it. And once you knew the code, it wasn't horrible. It was just, in retrospect, kind of a mess. People legit started making those weird art sculpture things where you can only see what they're from a specific direction, like perspective art. I love that. That was when they gave up. They were like, fuck it, whatever. Y'all are gross. Expecting 15-year-olds not to make penises in a game is asking a lot. I know, and was that, like, what was that range based on? Were you cut off at 15? Like, on your 16th birthday, did you have to get kicked out? Did you have to recreate accounts and pretend you were younger to get back in the game? 'Cause normally it was the other way around. You had to recreate accounts to be older. It was just their target audience. Oh, okay. Early 2000s word filtering was so bad. It was so bad. So bad. And you couldn't say any numbers either. You had to spell them differently. It was a nightmare. because they didn't want you to give your phone number to anybody, which didn't work. I did not listen to any of the PSAs, any of the lectures from any of the parents that knew me about not giving my phone number to strangers on the internet. And now here we are. I don't give anyone my phone number in Twitch, though. Except for Abby, and Justice, and Topher, and Mama Tamago. I might be doing this wrong. I might have failed. I don't think I've learned. I don't think I've adapted. I don't think I've overcome. It's even worse now where you can't even type words. You can only choose words from a set dictionary. I mean, for some games that's fine though. Like, I never cared that I couldn't talk that much in Overwatch, for example, because I didn't have anything to say to you. I didn't care. PSAs are not important for success. You're just spelling penis with capital letters. They used to tell us not to talk to strangers, but now we get into their cars. I know, honestly. I think about that all the time, though, because it was kind of scarring. They really drilled that message into us. And then now Uber exists, and strangers bring me my groceries. What is this? Did I miss a hair? Kelly, don't learn from me. I missed a hair. Look at this nonsense. Penises, plural. The gall you have to spell that out right in my chat. Can I get a ban for Barbaric Barista? No one can pronounce his name right anyway. No, it's always beautiful. Thank you. The quick version of how to do waves instead of curls, if anyone wants to know. If you are using a curling wand like I do, leave the last inch or 2 inches out. It will pull your curls down and create the waves instead. Also, if you have sensitive hair like I do, because if you have sensitive skin, you have sensitive hair. I have never had any luck with any gel, mousse, hairspray, none of it. Nothing that's supposed to hold your curls or your style in general until I started using shaping lotion. It's obviously not sponsored because I'm not that cool, but the brand Enjoy is the one that works the best for me. You put it in your hair when it's wet and you know you're going to style it when it's dry. And it'll last for like 2 to 3 days. It's amazing. Like, I'm not going to have to do my hair for work tomorrow. The thing I've been tempted to try, though, because of TikTok, is hot rollers. Because I tried them when I was very small, and I had no idea what I was doing, and they didn't work. But now, I don't know. Maybe? I like the idea of just rolling my hair into the curlers, doing my makeup while they are cooling, and then being done. But I don't know if that's... I don't know if I'm allowed to have this. Aren't they like prehistoric tech? No! Regular curlers are ancient, but hot rollers are not, I don't know, they were like really popular in the 80s. Nothing I know because I'm a guy with no hair. I mean, you would know from general knowledge, probably. But hot rollers were really, really popular in the 80s because they give you a lot of volume if you do them right. And doing regular rollers got popular probably like a year ago to give yourself volume for like when you blow dry your hair, especially for the front pieces, because these curtain bangs like I have got really popular. And I'm a sucker for trends. But then people were using the curlers anyway, and they were like, well, what if I just do all of it? What if I just kept going? Also, look at this tired child. You can't even see her face. That's just her butt. I would zoom out, but then I'd have to refocus, and I don't want to. My hair is super thin and really hard to work with. My mom also has super thin hair and has struggled with that as well. She has tried, I think she tried the shaping lotion and had a much better time with it. It's a little expensive. If I find a cheaper dupe, I will be thrilled and I will let you know immediately, but that stuff is really game changing. Most I do is straighten it. Yeah, same for her. And she has naturally like pin straight hair. And I have some natural waves-ish, but I'd have to really try with the right regimen and product and all that to make my waves, my natural waves show, and ain't nobody got time. That's so much work. And I've already fucked it up, so At this point, I live with it. You know? This is what I look like. Also, this water dripping, I feel like, is the perfect sign that it's time to play the game. So give me a minute. I'm gonna turn... Should I leave the music on? How do we feel? How would you feel about seeing the game, though? Is that something you insist upon seeing? Because I can't imagine why. Why don't I see this as an option? The fuck? You want to see my mix it up bot? I must insist upon seeing the game. I know. Very needy. Why? Oh, because I closed it. I closed the game. The game is closed. That would do it. I cannot wait to get a real monitor because this current small TV that I'm using as a monitor is not it. It is very much not it. Why can't... Why can't you see the game? I found it. I can't afford the one that Justice and the Sandwich have. I found one I like, but I can't afford that either. I'm hoping it goes on sale for President's Day. Is that a thing? Do games go on sale for President's Day? Or not games. Do electronics go on sale for President's Day? Okay. We're gonna go to career mode, and like I said in my tweet, I apologize for playing offline, but I can't help myself. So offline, I did the haunted house, and the Mars rover, and a golf cart. But just for you, I have saved this old shoe. I have a heat protectant spray. That's the most I'll do. My arm gets so tired styling my hair. That's why I tend to really like set it and forget it stuff. And that's why I'm okay with spending the time to do my hair once every time I wash it. Because the shaping lotion, it makes it stay for multiple days. If this was a one-day thing, fuck no. Absolutely not. Ain't nobody got time. I must insist on seeing the game. I mean, because Kurik asked, it must happen. They do go on sale. I mean, but like enough? Like, can I have it for $1? $1? A singular dollar? Wait, do I need to clean other stuff too, or is it just the shoe house? Oh, okay. We've got ladders. The music is vibes. The vibes. Is the green part of the... Okay, that seems loud. Is the game loud? Or is it me? Sounds like a power washer. Such helpful information as always from Jacob Sucks at Gaming. Are you looking for a really supportive, helpful partner in your streaming career? Well, look further than Jacob Sucks at Gaming. Look further. Look beyond Jacob Sucks at Gaming. It's not that loud. Okay. Thank you. Look further. So he lied during his interview then. Wait, what interview? You interview your partners? We just met on Tinder. Which is not a joke. We actually did meet on Tinder. That's another one of those things, like internet safety though, that sometimes I think about and I'm like, why did I think that was okay? Like, it obviously turned out fine. Jacob is not indeed a serial killer. But boy, could he have been. Our first date was 15 hours long. If I was one of my roommates now, I'd be like, she's fucking dead. I'm gonna see her on the next true crime podcast episode. Because she's a dead person. But I mean, at the time, they were just like, hey, are you good? And I answered them at 2:30 when I had left the house at 9 a.m. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. We're on date number 7. I'll let you know when I'm coming home. There was no location sharing. There was no... I didn't even know where he was gonna take me. I just got into a stranger's car when they picked me up from my apartment, and he said, I'm taking you to breakfast, and I said, sounds great, and he drove 7 towns over to a closed restaurant, and I was like, this is normal behavior. This is normal behavior. This is fine. I'm gonna continue dating this person who may or may not be a serial killer. And honestly, it didn't even occur to me. It didn't, at no point during any part of that date did I go, is he gonna kill me? I was just like, this is fine. This is how dates are. And that's wild to me now. The classic give him Stockholm Syndrome on the first date. You really did play the long game. But legitimately, sometimes I sit around and I'm like, I don't know if I would do that again. I don't know if I would let anyone pick me up at my apartment. And to be fair, I did think of not letting him know what my apartment number was. I just told him which complex it was. And he waited in guest parking. And you couldn't see the entrance to my building from guest parking, so he wouldn't know which building it was. This serial Miller is gonna go make pizza. Thanks, hon. We had pizza on our first date. Memories. I'm trying to be more precise because my lines bother AO, but I play on a controller, so it's really hard to be precise.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
I don't think AO expected that either, though. Flowers of Doom. He did bring me flowers. He did do that. And I preserved them because I'm a lunatic. And they are in a frame in our bedroom above Navi's bed. So she can be reminded that her parents love each other. Occasionally. I didn't save the main flowers though. I only knew how to press small flowers at the time, so it's just like the baby's breath that was around it. But technically I still have the flowers he gave me on our first date. And I have, I think it was from our first Valentine's, the rose petals. I'm a memory hoarder. This is so hard to do precisely. The things I do for AO Sucks at Gaming. The dedication I show. I'm doing it. This house is actually cute underneath all the disgusting grime. Is this the first tiny house? Is the old woman in the shoe the first tiny house? HGTV. Made it sound like they made that up. Like it was brand new marketing. I don't think it was. Oh, I'm sorry. Ale, look away. It was sideways. The only dating advice I've learned today is to do stuff that a serial killer would do, but don't actually be a serial killer. I mean, it was 2015. I did like that he offered to drive. And I think that's why I was okay with it. Like, if you want legitimate dating advice, I would say have a plan, execute the plan. Don't make her make choices on it. She doesn't want to. You asked her out. Have a plan. And I think that's why I was trusting of it, because he was like, I'm gonna pick you up and take you to this breakfast spot that my friend works at. And I didn't feel the need to ask follow-up questions, even though logically I probably should have asked several. I will say though, I was immediately annoyed when he arrived, because this man that is standing behind my camera making a weird face because something in the kitchen smells bad, this man showed up at 9:15 for a 9:30 date. That is some serial killer shit. I should have known right then. He was like, I want to get breakfast. And I was like, sounds great. What time? He said 9. And I was like, can we do 9:30? And he was like, yes, we absolutely can. I will see you at 9:30. And then he arrived at 9:15 and said, I am here. And I was like, that is not, nope. I am not ready. You're gonna sit your ass down and wait for me to be ready at the agreed upon time. Because that is the time I need to finish getting ready. The last person asked me out and then wanted me to do the plan. Oh, that's dumb. That's dumb. Whoever asks has to have a plan. Why are you holding a spoon like that? Because you're a serial killer? You're so dumb. He's standing behind the camera holding... I don't have anything to do. He's standing behind the camera like this. That's how it's supposed to go. You arrive early to show how important they are. Don't do it. But, okay, Kurek. I don't know this about you. So I won't assume. But I will speak for myself and most of the women I know. Women don't like that. We make plans to be ready at certain times. There's a lot that goes into getting ready. So if you show up early and we're not ready, we're gonna feel pressured to be ready quicker than we are capable of. If you're there early, whatever. Don't tell me. If you want to hang out in the parking lot for 15 minutes to make sure that you're there on time, sure. Don't be texting me at 9:15 saying, I am here for our 9:30 date. I will tell you, wait 15 minutes. My hair is not done. And I'm only half dressed. Because he was really hungry. He probably was. He worked out that morning. Consistently late, so early is on time. I mean, that also works out. The rom-com trope is that you're supposed to always be late for dates to give everybody extra time to get ready. But I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I would go that far. Trying so hard to be precise. I think it's working. I think it's happening. It's working! Yeah, this is the gist of the beginning of Jake and I's first date. This house is looking pretty wizard. Is that an adjective now? I don't understand. What is the wizard adjective? Anakin Skywalker thinks it is. Anakin Skywalker thinks a lot of things. Most of which are incorrect. I started watching the Book of Boba Fett though, speaking of Star Wars. And it took me so long to get over... I don't know if this is really a spoiler. It's in episode 2. A monster attacks them. it took me so long to stop fixating on the fact that they did not render that monster proportionally correctly throughout the whole scene. That monster was a different size and proportion in every shot. And I was so bothered. I don't know, he's pretty good at getting the girl of his dreams after opening a store of red flags. Listen, I'm convinced that the conspiracy theory about Anakin Skywalker using the Force to make Padme love him is the only one that can be true. Welcome in, Mitchie. I hope you're on my team with this, because I feel like Padme knew better. I feel like she knew better. I feel like she was manipulated. We just watched episode 2 during dinner tonight. Okay, tons. Did you also see it? Because it drove me nuts. I had such a hard time following the fight. Because I was like, that monster has been 7 different sizes. Pick a size. That would imply she was weak-willed, though. I think you can be weak-willed if you have a crush on someone, and I think he took advantage of her crush on him and manipulated her with the Force. I don't know. Because he wasn't that bad in the beginning. I love the orcs in there. Are the two characters that follow around Boba Fett and what is her name in the series? Oh, thank you, Kurek. It's Powerwash Simulator, though. Hang on. I'll do it from OBS. I forgot to change it. You're an angel. Are the 2 characters that follow around Boba Fett and his assassin considered orcs, technically? Because I wasn't sure. They called them something else. Also, your category is just chatting. Oh, thank you, Mitchie. 100% knew better. She was smart cookie and they played her empathy. Yeah, exactly. You get it. You understand. Episode 2 is where Boba attacked the space train with the sand people. Which creature are you referring to? There is a creature that attacks... Oh, maybe it's the end of episode 1 then. There's a creature that attacks them while they're digging for water. I don't remember what it was called. Or if they said what it was called, to be honest. It's not something I've seen in the Star Wars universe before. Yeah, that's episode 1. Okay, the end of episode 1 then. That scene drove me insane. I could not understand why they would do such a thing. They're pigs? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. There are a lot of people who are in relationships that didn't start out toxic like her, and they stay to do their empathy! Mitchie. I knew there would be several reasons why I liked you. I'm also a nightmare to watch Star Wars with. Because I subscribe to the feminist agenda. So, like, Jake and I did this chronological run of the entire Star Wars universe, right? And we saw Clone Wars, we met Ahsoka. We saw Rebels, we met all the wonderful female characters in that show. And when we met Ahsoka, for example, he was like, see, there are strong female characters in Star Wars. And I was like, see, there could have been strong female characters the whole fucking time because she fits in perfectly and they chose not to have them. I'm still right. I'm still right. And then we got to Rebels and I was like, that's better. But then after Rebels, chronologically, you have to go to episode 4 and I was like, oh. Yikes. Play It Forward Gaming. My god, welcome in, friend. Thank you so much for the raid. We're talking shit about Star Wars and power washing things. I hope your stream went well. Can I get a shout out for Play It Forward, please? A video is gonna play shortly to explain my nonsense to you lovely new people. My name's Katie. This is Katie Sucks at Gaming. I'm bad at this. That's pretty much all you need to know. But you'll see more. You'll see more. I think. If it... Welcome to my channel. I'm a lady and a star and I'm very professional. at all times. I think I forgot to put deodorant on. That's me, child murderer, town ruiner. Hi, my name's Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn, and you're watching Disney Channel. Women. I'm gonna unmute though, because they're a little lost. They need me.
Oh yeah, they are.
I also genuinely have like no idea what's going on. My skull is empty. I mean, look at yourself. You haven't died a single time? He's not watching the stream, is he? Are you on the edge of an existential breakdown? Would you like a more efficient way to just cry regularly? Join us at Katie Sucks at Gaming. Is that deep or am I unhinged? It could be both. If you wanted to see expert gameplay, you're shit out of luck. I don't know what to tell you. It's still broken. I still didn't do that transition correctly, even though I worked on it today and I checked it 6 times. 6 fucking times. Not an exaggeration. Anyway, OBS is always broken. This is what streaming's like. Play it forward. How was Pokemon? Did you find all of them? Did you catch them all? Also, if you need to take a break, get some water, get some food, live your life. Please don't be shy. I understand streaming is a lot of energy. If you need to lurk, don't hesitate. We appreciate you bringing your community here. Tatooine Sand Ape? No. No. We should power wash Star Wars? We should. We should. My favorite part is she always gets cut off. I need some sort of countdown that is visible to me. I don't really want it on the stream though. I need it to like open some sort of 30-second countdown on one of my screens so I know when it's gonna, excuse me, when it's gonna go. Because I never know. My brain cannot handle the concept of 30 seconds. Can't do it. So every single time I'm like, how much time do I have left? An hour? Okay, keep rambling. Mess. According to YouTube, the creature from episode 1 might be called a Lagra? Okay. I believe you. I don't think they ever say it. In that episode, at least. It's creepy looking, and the proportions of it don't make any sense. Which is disappointing, because I feel like they did a really good job with the creatures in The Mandalorian and other more recent Star Wars TV shows and movies. But that creature in episode 1 didn't make sense. Didn't make one lick of sense. Not to me. Not today. Or yesterday when I watched it. Or today, because I'm still thinking about it. Aloy cosplay, I want to play Sea of Thieves. I love Sea of Thieves. If you ever want to play with us, please let us know. I'll figure out how to add you on Xbox. We play a lot in Discord. We tend to play in both my server and in the Gigglepuss Gang server. So if you ever see me playing it on Discord when it says I'm playing it, let me know. We'd love to have you. Hi, Scooter. Welcome in. Should have checked a 7th time. Bitch. You can set it so you can only see it on BOS. Oh. What if I want to look at it on OBS, though? Kirk laughed at you. Grabbing a snack, or if the partner is there, a meal. Ooh, food. Can I have food? Jake's making food. I don't need food from you, but I appreciate it. Because you probably would have said yes. I will give Navi a treat. The weird sand centaur? Yeah! So in the first episode of Book of Boba Fett, this weird sand creature comes out. I'm like, as a plot device, whatever. Sure, it's fine. Makes sense. They're digging in the desert. Makes sense that there's something out there that's upset with them for digging in the desert. The proportions of that thing in the CGI are not consistent. It drove me crazy. Here it goes from Abby. Also, new friends, if you are not familiar with my channel, this is my cat Navi. You can give her treats with channel points, or you can give her arch nemesis Ivan at the bottom of the screen treats with exclamation point treat. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the alert, Kirk. Thick centaur. I mean, yes, also that, but my problem was that it wasn't consistent. It drove me nuts. Every time one of the characters interacted with it, it was a different size proportionally to that character. Kitty. Yes, that's Navi. She's grumpy. But she hangs out with us. She dropped her treat. How embarrassing. Right in front of Play It Forward Gaming. Right in front of you. Oh my god, my house smells like bacon. It smells so good in here. He eats sushi. He does! Ivan gets sushi. It was directed by the guy who did Spy Kids. Are you surprised? Honestly, no. Not even a little bit. That makes so much more sense. I'm not even angry anymore. Like that. I'm just gonna power wash my feelings away. And Navi's gonna eat her treat out of the corner of her bed. You're a mess. Why can you never eat your treats normally? Did you drop it in here? I love you. Other than that weird issue with the first episode, I thought it was fine. It really does feel like another episode or season of The Mandalorian, which is not a bad thing. I don't know if it's what I was expecting though. But I don't really know what I was expecting. I like, what's the bar owner's name? I don't even know if they've said it yet in the episodes that I've seen. What is her name? Bromco? Maybe? Why isn't this working? Jessica Biel? I mean, yes, but like, what's her character's name? No, I made that completely up. Okay, that didn't sound right. So I'm not surprised. But, what is that character's name? Squin? Doesn't sound right either. She owns the bar that they visit in episode 1 and in episode 2. Garza Fwip does sound correct. Bacon for me? Thank you. A bacon delivery. I was trying not to crunch too loud in your ear. Played by Jennifer Beals. Oh. No, that's the fun of being friends with the Shadow Factory. And yes, I am going to call you that for the rest of time because it's not my fault you keep rebranding. You never know when he's serious or not. He will spend 45 minutes genuinely helping you look for a desk, and then he will send you the ugliest desk on Amazon. And you will think he's sincere. You'll be like, why have I done this? Why have I enlisted this power? What snacks did you have, Kirik? I just had a piece of bacon. It was delicious. Oh, Kirik, I keep forgetting to tell you this. We have the D&D cookbook. And in that cookbook, there's a recipe for orc bacon, and it sounds delicious. We should make it someday. He's Legion, a constant identity crisis. It's my X-Men power. Oh boy. I had a cheese stick and peanut butter bar. Delicious. I love cheese sticks. I just love cheese. If I ever became lactose intolerant, it'd be over for me. Fuck! That's what I forgot to ask at the doctor today. I wanted to get allergy testing. I think I'm allergic to half and half. Anyway. Anyway, power washing. Cheese is my religion. I agree. What's your favorite kind of cheese, though? Because if you say Moonstar, I swear to God. Keurig is an important ingredient to orc bacon. No, he's not an ingredient. It's like lacquered bacon, if you know what that is. It sounds delicious. It's bacon made for orcs, not of orcs. Pepper jack or medium cheddar? Those are the correct answers. This is why we get along. Those are the only two correct answers. Pork bacon is delicious. I made some and it's quite tasty. I also tried making ribs from that book and I did not enjoy it. Oh, you didn't like the ribs? My favorite rib recipe is actually from that keto book that I told you and Dylan about. By Charlotte Smith, I think her name is. They're super simple, really good, no sugar, no nonsense, easy to make. All the things I like in a recipe, you know? Nonsense-free recipes. This game is so satisfying. I forget everything that I have that book when we go shopping for food. It's okay, so do I, and I own the physical copy of it. And it's in our kitchen. All of our cookbooks are in visual line of our faucet, so every time we do dishes, I'm like, oh yeah, we have cookbooks. Do I ever use them? Rarely. We are trying to get better about that, though. We've done it a couple times. What does that mean? The fuck is she telling me? Why is Martha Hubbard telling me I have a stinky butt? The text messages in this game are weird. Unacceptable. Thank you for the clip. Classic Martha. Always trolling. Speaking of that cookbook though, the D&D cookbook, the chili recipe in there is so good. We've made it 3 times now. I think it's like a regular, it's gonna be a regular meal in our house. It is so, so good. What you do is take a pic of the recipes you want to make, then have a location reminder for the store that brings up the recipe when you go shopping. Oh my god, that's legitimately genius. Do you do that? Or is that just something you read online? That's probably the biggest brain idea I've ever heard in my life. I do it, but I also don't cook. Wait, then why do you do it? That's the wrinkliest brain idea I've ever heard. Hi, Ronnie. Welcome in. Would you like to share unpopular opinions about Star Wars and or recipe books? Because that's the stream tonight. That's what we're doing. That's what we're up to. Back on our bullshit. Also, some kid just texted me and told me I have a stinky butt. Not in real life. In the game. Although if it happened in real life, I wouldn't be that surprised. Shut up. Were you really playing Powerwash Simulator? Were you really playing this game? Did I influence you? Welcome in, Matt. I want to share unpopular Star Wars opinions. Go off, Matt. Go off. Respectfully, fuck this shoe house. Wait, why though? Also, when I did the playground, I thought of you, and I missed you, and I was like, I wish Matt was here, but I'm being a bad streamer, and I'm playing this offline, so I can't expect Matt to be here. Is it because of these windows that you have this strong feeling? We did it. We didn't want to play Stardew, but I wanted a chill game. This is honestly the best chill game I've ever streamed. Brito Honey is the one that made me play it by screaming at me loudly and repeatedly. And I have no regrets. I have 0 regrets. You know who does have regrets, though? Padme. Or she would if she was alive. Spoiler alert for a movie that came out like 15 years ago. Padme dies. I can't see it too much, so I lack interest. Wait, what? In Star Wars? You're not required to like Star Wars. I think the gatekeeping in that particular fandom is the worst in my experience. So you don't have to like it. That's a perfectly acceptable hot take. Star Wars Episode 2 is worse than Episode 1. I think I agree with that. But I've only ever watched Episodes 1 through 3 and Episodes 4 through 6 in a blur together, so I frequently forget what happens in which episode, because they're just like 2 solid chunks of movie in my head. When did you sneak in? Recently. Episodes 7, 8, and 9 were fine and get a way more shit than they deserve because modern Star Wars fans take the entire era way too seriously. You're correct, Matt. Another correct opinion in chat. Also, speaking of episodes 7, 8, and 9, I'm gonna tell a funny story. Jacob and my first fight ever, like full out fight, like, I don't want to talk about this anymore, yelling at each other in the car, was over episode 7 of Star Wars. I think. Was it 7 or 8? I want to say it was 7. I feel like it was 7. We had seen it before. We went to see it again in theaters with our friends. And I got really emotional towards the end of the movie. And Jake couldn't figure out why. And I was like, I'll tell you after the movie, I don't want to interrupt. And he was like, okay. So we're in the car. And I'm telling him that scene where Rey is holding the lightsaber is a really big deal to me because as a woman in this fandom, I've never felt welcomed here. I've never felt represented. I've never felt like I belong here or like I'm allowed to like these things. And there is an entire generation. This is so stupid to get emotional about, but I get emotional about it even right now. There's an entire generation of little girls that get to see a girl hold a lightsaber for the first time and feel like they belong here. And that is huge. And I cried over it. And he threw a fit. And he has grown so much since then. Please don't give Jake shit for this. But he threw a fit and was talking about how women are totally equally represented in Star Wars and that I was totally off base and I was like degrading something that meant so much to him. And I was like, there's literally one woman in both of the larger sets of 3. Like, what are you talking about? And he was like, well, in the TV shows. And I was like, no one watches those. Like, no one watches those. Nobody watches those. I have no idea what you're talking about. And then he was like, well, in the background of 1, 2, and 3. And I was like, extras don't count. There's one woman. And her maids don't count either. Like, good for your Keira Knightley. She doesn't count as a character that interacts with another female character. The Bechdel test is destroyed in that movie. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And we were like screaming at each other in the car. Screaming at each other at a gas station near the theater. And I finally was like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. And we went home pouting the whole way. But we've grown a lot. And by grown, I mean he finally realized that he was dead ass wrong. And I haven't changed at all. So, that's the lesson. I missed a bunch of chat though, I apologize. Let me scroll up. See, and I hear that sentence and now you're my best friend. Wait, what sentence? I think someone stopped talking to me after I called Yoda a space wizard! You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I was literally telling somebody last night that was like, I've never seen the series and I'm intimidated. I was like, you can ask me any question you have because there are a lot of stupid things that happen in that series and it's gatekept like nobody's business. I will never judge you. If you want to watch it and ask stupid questions that are not stupid, but you think they're stupid questions, please, my DMs are open. But he isn't a space wizard. Wouldn't it be a paladin? He could multi-class. He could multi-class. In very basic terms. I don't think you're totally off base. 7, 8, and 9 are awful movies in general because they didn't plan out the story and kept backtracking on the ideas of previous movies, which made them incoherent. I don't think 7, 8, and 9 are better than any of the other 3. I think they all have their own unique flaws. And I think people just expected them to have outgrown those flaws in 7, 8, and 9, and they haven't. That's my hot take. I'm about to get in a fight with Matt. Oh my god, no. I mean, people do take it way too seriously, but I think 9 is a mess. I will always love 8 despite its flaws. I tried new things, which I really appreciated. I really like 7 for what I was talking about, like the specific representation and meaningfulness it had to me as a woman in the fandom. I don't think in general it was amazing, and 9 was a mess. I don't think there were clear narrative directions towards where they took it, and I think if they were gonna go that way the whole time, they could have set it up a lot better. But I don't think it's awful. I don't hate it. What did I miss? What is going on right now? We're talking about Star Wars, Abby. Can't give him any flack because he feeds me? Wait, who feeds you? Yeah, women need to stay in the background. You tell him, Tons. You tell him. Like, you're right. I'm gone. I'm in the background. This is Tons' ideal setup for a stream. Tons of feminism. I'm kidding. Can you imagine? I don't want to talk about it anymore as a sound command. I can try to clip it out. I don't know if it's clean though. Remember when 7 had a female character and then Twitter bullied the actress? Star Wars fans are so adjusted. Yeah, they're doing great, Digi. I agree. They bullied the fuck out of her, but I feel like it was a really big deal for me and a few other women that I know that have been part of this fandom for a long time, but just like don't talk about it because every time you mention it to a larger group of people that you don't know very well, like obviously your friends aren't going to do this to you unless they're being dicks, but like if you mention it to a group of people that like that fandom, they're like, name all the planets, name all of them, and you're like, but I don't fucking know, man. That's not a requirement. There's no entry-level test to being in the Star Wars fandom. Can you just sit down and find a different hobby? I don't think they planned 4, 5, and 6 very well either, but they got lucky in the end editing room. Yeah, exactly. I think there are major flaws to each group of 3. 7 is my 3rd favorite Star Wars. The other two are there, I guess. Wait, what do you mean the other 2 are there, I guess? What are your favorites in order then? I've mostly watched the new ones. Fair enough. That makes sense for your generation. You make an excellent supporting character for the stream. Thank you, Tons. That means a lot. I saw 7 with Dad and his young daughter right in front of me in the theater, and watching him get to share the Star Wars love with the next generation and her to get to see herself as the hero was a beautiful moment to get her to be on the fly on the wall for. I was so emotional. I get so emotional talking about it. So emotional. But then they fucked around in 8 and they were like, Leia's had one the whole time. And I was like, no, she didn't. And it was a big deal. Don't take that away from me. Stop it right now. You own up to what you did. You know what you did. I'm not even 10 years younger than you, my generation. I'm just saying. Your generation is little d. I accept that. 5, 3... 7, 6, 4, 9, 1, 2. My brain is having such a hard time putting that together. 3 is the fall of Anakin, obviously. What is in 5? What happens in 5? Is that when you find out Darth Vader is Anakin Skywalker? So you're saying you get emotional? You get so emotional. Maybe every time you think of chat, I do. I do. I get so emotional. I'm about to get in a fight with with Shadow. Why? I really don't like 8. What happens in 8 too? Those, I swear, they're just like big long chunks in my brain, and I don't remember what happens in the middle episodes especially. I know how it starts and how it ends for each section of the trilogies, but I don't... Couldn't tell you. Is 8 when she finds Luke? I cannot figure out what happened in 8. Get out of here, dirt. Why isn't this dinging? I would like it to ding. Oh, because it's filthy up there. Gross. Wait, where? Can I do it like this? No. Alright. It is the best Star Wars movie, period. I wish we got to see that Rian Johnson... hi, welcome in. Sorry. That made chat move very quickly because of the auto shout out and my brain was like trying so hard to focus. Could have done if you had been allowed to follow it up. What happens in 8? Star Wars car chase in space, casino side quests, Leia being blasted into space and surviving cause force, Luke not being Luke. Car chase in space? That happens so many times in the series. That's not specific. Oh, it's not your bad at all. Not your bad at all, Pi. It was just like, my chat. Welcome in, friend. How are you? Your Subnautica stream, was that yesterday? Yesterday? Question mark? Was great. I enjoy it a lot when you play Subnautica. We're talking about Star Wars, Pi. Casino is helpful. Is it, though? I feel like 8 might be the one I've seen the least. I'm doing pretty well. We're sharing our hot takes about Star Wars. I'm cleaning this shoe house. Jake's making pizza. Some of the First Order is chasing the Resistance who are running out of fuel. That's also not specific. Is 8 the one where Han and Leia reunite though? Because that scene also makes me cry. And Billy Fisher, is that her name? Billy Fisher's scene in 9 makes me cry. Star Trek for life, fight me. I mean, I'm both, so I can't really fight you. But I will say I like Next Gen over any Star Trek. Next Gen is the only way. No, that's 7? Okay, then I really don't know what happens in 8. I liked Rogue One. I loved Rogue One. Another one that made me cry. I did not like Solo. I thought Solo was kind of a waste of time. It was fine. I don't feel like I learned anything new or felt anything new from Solo. Rogue One is fantastic. I agree. The sword reunite and it force projection away. And it has the porgs. I think we're gonna have a watch party in Discord because my brain cannot visualize a damn thing from episode 8 of Star Wars. I love porgs. I also love porgs. They're adorable. I remember that they exist. I don't remember what their part in episode 8 was. We can watch whenever. It's also on Disney Plus. Little babies. Your husband's a Trekkie? I think I knew that. I think we've talked about that. Good but generic. Exactly. All of the Star Wars movies in order. We can. I have one sitting next to me at all times. A little baby or a porg. He judges me. I thought you meant a copy of episode 8 for a second too. And I was like, that is so specific. In chronological order or machete order? I watched the entirety of the Star Wars universe in chronological order, and that is a lengthy undertaking. It was worth it. It was very informative. But it's a lot. Let's watch it in reverse. I've done that, and people hate me when I tell this story. I've done that with Harry Potter. I was not allowed to watch Harry Potter for a very long time because I went to a very conservative, religious, private school. And my mom didn't particularly care, but I was not allowed to talk about Harry Potter or read it or have any paraphernalia at school, so I basically just didn't do it. Until I, like, the 6th movie, part 1, was out in theaters, was the first one I saw. That was the point in which I was allowed to watch any of it or take part in any of it. And sorry, I bumped the mic. I don't know if that was loud. And I saw it with my friend. And I was like, well, I've only seen the 6th movie, part 1. So I guess I'll go watch it in reverse. Because nothing made sense anyway. And my first run through of the whole series was backwards. And people really hate that. But honestly, it was hilarious. Because I did it backwards, and then I watched forwards with my mom. And by the time we finished that, we went and saw part 2 in theaters. And I had already seen part 1. So I was like, well, I can just get our snacks ready for us to go while you wrap this up, watch Dumbledore die a couple times, and then we'll be on our merry way. Honestly, Harry Potter in reverse would help me so much. I did not have a bad time with it. People really hate hearing that like the series, but I did not have a bad time. It was not very logical, but I did not have a bad time. The suggested order is 4, 5, 2, 3, 6 to preserve spoiler reveals and build dramatic tension. Wait, really? Why would you go in that order? Oh, for Anakin? I guess? The Darth Maul fight? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. We watched everything in order, but I don't believe we watched Clone Wars in chronological order. I think we watched Clone Wars in the order that it was released. Because Clone Wars is episodic, not what am I thinking of? Chronological. And there's a really weird order to it if you want to watch it chronologically. There's also a ton of episodes of it, so it would have taken forever. Did the game devs pop off with this stucco texture, or does this weirdly scratch and itch in my brain? No, it scratches and itch. It's like very nice. Also, can we talk about, speaking of the game devs, I hope they're not in here right now. Someone tagged the developers of this game in my stupid TikTok where I scream, "Oh yeah?" And I was like, this is not the marketing move. This is not how you get game keys or sponsorships or anything in life in streaming. The fuck? I'm gonna tag them in your tweet. Please do. There's another TikTok where I say, I like to draw dicks in dirt. Welcome in. Sponsor Katie. Oh yeah. Oh my god. It has like an absurd amount of views on it. I do not do very well in TikTok because I don't try that hard. That video has like 25k views. Can I power wash that out of my brain? Because you see Luke start to turn to the dark side and you find out about his dad, then you see Anakin's fall, adding tension to 6 and whether or not Luke would stay good or will follow the father's path. Okay, so Trevor, I like that. I like that. However, how would you fit Clone Wars in there? Because there are so many aspects to Clone Wars that build that too. So you would have to fit that in there. Or are we just talking straight movies? Like, there's no consideration for the TV shows. I think you'd lose more than that if you power washed your brain. I mean, maybe. But there's one way to find out, Abby. I'm kidding. Don't power wash your brain. Can you imagine if I got sued for that? The things we have to tell people for legal reasons. Don't power wash your brain, kids. You would die. Of course, that fight is required viewing as all. Well, I mean, yeah. Darth Maul's the best. And what's her name from Clone Wars? Oh, it's gonna bug me. Or was she in Rebels? Or both? She's the leader of that matriarchal group that gets somewhat involved with Darth Maul. God, it's been so long. I think Clone Wars would have to be side viewing or the marathon gets too long, but I say that as someone who's never seen any of the Clone Wars, I think you would like them, Trevor. It's a lot, though. It took a very long time. Very, very long time to get through Clone Wars. And then from there, it felt like the pace picked up again for our particular run-through. Because there were parts of Clone Wars. That show is good overall. I do recommend it in general, but there are parts that, wow, they really drag. And you're like, how many episodes of this show? Alright. Okay. But I will say, having watched Clone Wars made Rebels hurt more. Because I love Rebels. Rebels is actually my favorite piece of the Star Wars universe. But there were parts of Rebels that would not make sense or would not be as impactful if you hadn't seen Clone Wars. Telling kids to not do stuff always goes well. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I think I'm fine. Madam something? Mother Talzin? No, not her, the assassin. The assassin that she works for. Or the assassin that she trains, I think. We're in the same book, different chapter. Ventress! Thank you! God, I couldn't remember her name. I need to find a good condensed viewing episode list. I don't want to watch all of it. It's a lot. It's so much. But Ahsoka is amazing. And a lot of the background between her and Anakin is really interesting too. And I think it gives you good insight into Padme and Anakin too. Because from the movie standpoint, like, there's no fucking way. She's definitely under the influence with the Force. But in Clone Wars, you're like, well, maybe not. The last 2 episodes of Clone Wars are so good. Oh my god, they hurt so much though. They hurt so much. The last few episodes of Rebels, I sobbed. I was a mess. An absolute disaster. And then, because I had seen it, I started looking at that side of Twitter, and I saw all this behind the scenes stuff. And the more they talked about it, the more I was like, ow, my feelings. And then I started listening to this Star Wars Lo-Fi playlist on Spotify, which is really cool. If you haven't seen it, I'll send it to you or I'll link it in Discord, because if you listen to it on Spotify, you can see the loading bar for your song at the bottom of the screen turns into a lightsaber and you can change the color. It's fun. But anyway, I was listening to this lo-fi, and there's a few songs where the talking points in the lo-fi are Ahsoka talking, and she says, "You're a good soldier, Rex," and I was like, I gotta go. I gotta head out. There's one online that puts it in order and tells you which one to skip. Yeah, there's a good one. I am too determined and stubborn in life, so I watched all of it, but there's several guides to Clone Wars. Because it jumps a few weird hoops in the middle, too. Some of the gray side of the Force stuff I've heard about in Clone Wars sounds cool, too. I thought they were building to that with Rey in the sequel trilogy. I also thought that, and I was very excited because I had seen... When I saw... I think both 8 and 9, but definitely 9. I had already seen Clone Wars. And I knew a little bit about Grey Jedi and Ahsoka's whole thing. And I was like, do it. Do it. Make her a Grey Jedi. And then they did whatever they did. But they don't really explain that much in Clone Wars. They just kind of tell you it exists, from what I remember. And I think maybe Rebels might give you more information than Clone Wars on that particular topic. Why isn't this working? There we go. I mean, Luke is supposed to be gray, but they messed that up in the sequels. Yeah, it's there. Luke is gray, Ahsoka is gray, and what was his name? Canon from Rebels, I believe, is also supposed to be gray. But they don't necessarily, from what I remember, put it in those terms. They're just not mainstream. I just want them to put the Rebels characters in the new episodes of Mandalorian, to be perfectly honest with you. I need to know several things. They made Luke into what they thought Yoda was doing in exile, but Yoda went into exile because he needed to hide so he could train one of the twins. It was misinterpreted that Yoda was going into exile because he failed the Jedi way, and they made Luke follow that path. Oh, that's lame. Because they cover some of that in either Clone Wars or Rebels with Yoda, too, don't they? Because he appears in an episode, I think, of Rebels? And explains some of that. Like, what happened and why he left. I think. This is the hard part of binging stuff. You never remember what piece of information came from where. Yoda did not care that the Jedi were gonna fail after he learned of it. Yeah, he was like, alright, whatever. He's like, I fucking told you bitches, and none of you listened to me. He was very much like a woman in corporate America. He was like, none of you listen to me. All of you pretend like those are your ideas in the meetings, and I'm over it. I'm over it. So I'm gonna go to my own cubicle and make my own way. And I don't give a fuck. Like, Yoda 1000% would be that bitch that's hate applying to everything after a meeting that didn't go well. That's what it was. I think they explain in Rebels how the Force projection works a little bit. It is possible that that was towards the end episode of Clone Wars that I'm thinking of, but I'm fairly confident it was Rebels. This is so satisfying. Fucking love this game. Like, I could do this for the rest of my life. Talk about Star Wars and power wash this old shoe house that Matt hates. It was partly his fault. He continued the tradition of never teaching about the dark side, which allowed the Sith to grow in power. Yeah. It was partially his fault, and he didn't care. He was like, whatever, let it burn. None of you listen to me. None of you let me do this my way exclusively, therefore everyone must perish. But Ahsoka calls him out on that. One of the best episodes of anything Star Wars related is towards the end of Clone Wars, with Ahsoka calling the entire Jedi Council out on their bullshit. And being like, I'll see ya never. Thanks for nothing. Sit there and think about what you've done. I guess that's kind of a spoiler, but not really. It's been out for a long time. And also she talks about that in The Mandalorian, so that's not... I feel like most people know that about her now. You know who I wish had their own show, though? And I know there are rumors that this character will be connected to The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. I really wish Thrawn had his own full-fledged show. It was rough in the first season of Clone Wars, or in what? She was a tryhard in the first few episodes of Clone Wars. I was like, get literally any woman in the writing room. Pick a woman. Name a woman. For $1, name a woman. And have her enter this room. Please. Clone Wars? Yeah, I agree. I would take a movie trilogy. I find that character fascinating. Especially after Rebels. And isn't there a rumor that he is the person behind... Oh god, it's been so long since I saw that season of Mandalorian. Whoever he faces in that garden... Somebody was saying that there's a theory that that's Thrawn, that she answers to. So there is a larger rumor that The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett will all lead up to a Thrawn thing. What the fuck is going on down here? Not with Sparkle Bomb. She's lovely. Thank you for the bits. I don't know when that happened. This text message thread that's below me? The fuck is this? Probably like the Thrawn books. I've heard that. I have been told that before. I think he's the villain in the Ahsoka show. That would make sense. That would make a lot of sense. Based on Rebels. I also want the Ahsoka show. And Kenobi. I think Obi-Wan Kenobi is the reason why it took me so long to come out as bi, to be honest with you. I was like, you're telling me I can do better than this? Absolutely not. Ewan McGregor? What else could I possibly selfishly ask for in this world? And then I remembered women, so. There was a slight flaw to that plan. Women. You get it, Kelly. I hope Ewan McGregor's like, what's Twitch? I'm gonna like search a random character on Twitch, because I'm not a person, I'm a character. I'm made up. I'm written by someone else. Stumbles upon this particular Twitch stream on this day when we are venting about Star Wars. And he's like, oh. I actively held this woman back. How awful for me. I should reach out. I'm waiting on a Knights of the Old Republic movie with Keanu Reeves as Raven. Or Reven? Is it Reven? I'm gonna tag him on Twitter for you. Perfect. It's gonna be like that time I tagged, was it Ice-T or T-Pain for Helvetica? I don't even remember who it was. I just heard it in chat and I was like, I run immediately to the Twitter machine. I wish I could have seen more of Obi-Wan and Satine. Is another opinion that I have. Because I found her interesting. But I don't think we got very much at all about their relationship or that character in Clone Wars. I understand why you didn't like this one, Matt. This is some horse shit. That bottom layer, a breeze. Easy, breezy, beautiful. Power wash simulator. This part, not into it. I've seen enough. It's because the Clone Wars show is presented as war propaganda. Yeah, that would make sense. Isn't there a rumor that whoever plays Boba Fett would like to play clones as well? Or is open to it? I don't remember the actor's name, I apologize, but I remember seeing something about him saying like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll play clones. Because if I see a live action Rex, I might cry. A lot. And by might, I mean definitely will. All over the place. He was all the clones. Yeah, I know. In a live action, like, clone dedicated movie is what I'm talking about. Like the Clone Wars TV show, but live action. But the old lady who lives in the shoe deserves a clean house too. Does she? Does she? Because her daughter is texting me horrible things. Or maybe that's her. They might show up in Ahsoka is my best guess. Yeah, maybe. I could see that happening. I don't know if that's real or if he was just like asked a pointed question in an interview or something. Because isn't there also... The Bad Batch is animated, right? It's not live action? Because I could see them doing something with the Bad Batch live action. Like the group, not the show. It's animated? Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, these shoelaces. Oh, no. Gross. Ew, they're moldy. Gross. I love that show. Wrecker was my favorite. Oh. I haven't seen it. I know who the Bad Batch is because I've seen... Are they in Clone Wars or Rebels? My actual shoelaces are tea stained. Abby. That makes sense. You work at a tea shop. God, I love this game. I wasn't excited for Bad Batch because I really didn't like their Clone Wars episodes, but their show is really good. Oh, that's fair. I thought they were an interesting concept. I didn't love or hate their episodes of Clone Wars. I just found them interesting, and I was intrigued to see what they would do with a full show. But I haven't watched it yet. I honestly kind of forgot about it until right now. Would you call this a wind down game? Sure. I do play it a lot in Discord when I can't sleep. Which is pretty much all the time. That's why she has 300 hours in it. Do I really have 300 hours in this game? That doesn't sound right. That's not right. Sea of Thieves, sure. Wonder if I should spend the $4 to get it. Abby, do it. We can power wash together. It's multiplayer. No way, dude. $20-ish hours. That sounds much more accurate. How many hours of Sea of Thieves do I have, though? 3 million? I'm gonna make an educated guess at 250 for Sea of Thieves. 411 hours of Sea of Thieves? No regrets. I'm rich. I'm a pirate legend. I am surprised that it outdid my hours of Animal Crossing, though. The emotes. I love that emote so much, Kirik. It's my favorite emote of yours. Missing 112 achievements? Wow. I guess I have to keep playing. Just gotta keep going. What are your animated emotes, Kirik? Do you have any? Because I think having that particular one pop up would be really funny. You bought it? Yay! We can power wash together, Abby! I have never done the multiplayer thing, so I don't know if there are limitations to it. But we can do it. That would be cool. I think you can do that with the easy animate thing. Like my sus emote.
Alright then, keep your secrets.
Keep your secrets. Thank you for the secret sound command redemption. I'll do it soon. Trying to think of what it'll be. I just put the D&D emotes in there? Oh, that's fair. Wait, for your follower ones or for your animated ones? It makes me sad that I always miss D&D. Because D&D happens when I happen. That's a weird way to phrase that. D&D happens during my regularly scheduled stream. When you happen. When I happen, D&D happens. The Happening. A movie I've never seen, but haven't heard good things about. Every episode is us going, how can we test Kirik's improv? D&D is very good improv practice. I miss D&D. I played one campaign of Curse of Strahd many moons ago, but we never finished it and the group fell apart. And I have all these dice in my pretty dice bag. A stray started tickling people? Wait, why? I always wanted to play Curse of Strahd. Pie. Do you want to do a campaign? Do you want to start a campaign of Curse of Strahd? Because Curse of Strahd was fun. So satisfying. This game, I know. It's the best, Kelly. We all need it. Maybe. Do you DM or play, Pie? You DM, right? So I remember asking you about your campaign a while ago. I have a lot of hesitation to stream D&D live, but I'm gonna throw this out there and see what the people who are currently in chat think about this idea. Jake is a DM. What if I pre-recorded a solo campaign? Do it. You didn't even hear me say it yet. Would that be interesting? Do it. Jake, we already talked about this. You said you'd be down. I know you're down. We love you, Katie. Do it. I know. But I'm saying, like, genuinely the idea. Do we think solo campaigns would be interesting? What are you talking about?
I legitimately just saw everyone say do it and was like, do it.
Oh, you weren't paying attention to what I was saying?
No.
A solo campaign pre-recorded that you would DM?
Oh. No.
We won't know until you try. What are we talking about? I just saw everyone say do it. Ugh, Jake. I love you, but if we weren't together, somebody would have told you to jump off a cliff by now. Like, this is bad. The peer pressure that works on you is minimal. Yikes. A few people that have told me that in my life. Am I a few people? Is it me? We would be cult buddies. No! I love both of you. Don't join a cult. What's the tagline from that podcast everybody likes? Stay sexy, don't get murdered. Also, he brought me pizza so long ago, and I haven't been eating it. I cannot hear you. What?
You don't want your pizza.
No, I want it. Don't take it. I'm hungry. Cult? Messes. All of you. Look at all this secret dirt under here. Secret world! I want to do a Star Wars D&D. Isn't there a whole Star Wars you know what I mean. TTRPG. God, that was hard to say. Isn't there a whole system? Yeah. Because I've seen it in our local board game shop. You think you're better than the pre-established system, Shadow? You think you can do better than a full-fledged Star Wars D&D system? Do ya, Sky Guy? There are many Star Wars systems. That's what Star Wars is. Can I get somebody to ban Jake? Why won't this do the thing? I was drawn away. I usually DM, but I'm currently recharging after my last campaign. Gotcha. Would you like to be a player again? Or do you prefer to DM? Shadow, you're one of my favorite people. And that's the thing I need to say before the thing I'm about to follow it up with. That was one of the nerdiest fucking things I've ever read in my goddamn life. And I live with Jake. That was the nerdiest thing I've ever seen anywhere. Holy shit. Such a dweeb. I've seen episode 4 a lot. Oh, Pi, you're fine. Most people start as players, so that's the perfect place to be new and squirmy. I understand that feeling. I'm just trying to reassure you. Because I know some people are forever DMs and they really miss playing. Like Jake. Which is why we talked about on stream a while ago doing the forever DM one shot. Where my dumbass would DM for a bunch of people who haven't played in a long time because they get stuck DMing. I keep coming up with character ideas. You should do it! It doesn't have to be a thing we stream either if you're not comfortable with streaming it, because I totally get that. One of the best experiences I've ever had in D&D was a one-shot where my character was made of nonsense and everyone else's character was made of nonsense. And none of us took it seriously. It was amazing. I don't want you to hear the crunch. I'm sorry. Oh, they're so much fun because you don't have to get too attached to your character or like how they interact with the world. One-shots are the best. And I can't speak to how every DM handles this, but Jake tends to make one-shots very high level. So it's a little OP. Like one of the last ones we started was like a Greek myth one. And I think we were all level 20. And I've never been level 20 in my entire D&D career. So I had to learn how to beat level 20 first, but it was hilarious and amazing once I got there. I will say though, I kind of regretted picking a character, or a class that I had never played before because I had to learn how to be the highest level of that class before anything. That was a bit intimidating. And one-shots are great to try out classes that you're not sure you would like. Like, I tend to main druid for everything all the time ever because it is the way. Druids are the best. I will not take any questions, comments, or concerns at this time. But when I play one-shots, I rarely play druids. The one I did with Play It Jason, Hi Bobby, and Damn It Danny, I played a druid, but that was because I wanted to try a new circle. Normally I do other classes. Didn't Twitter vote you as a barbarian? They did, and I do not understand. I had a lot of strange votes in that Twitter thing. The play groups constantly have underestimated them and nobody picked one. Just trying to hype them up. Ugh, they're the best. They are so versatile and fun, and they're great for improv. My very first character ever was a druid, and I never looked back. I tried out Blade Singing Wizard in a one-shot. Wait, what is that? I don't know what that is. Say more things, Kirik. Say more things. They were all, well, I guess one of us has to be the cleric, so I was dying inside. Oh. See, that's why I like druids, though, because if you don't have a cleric, druids can heal. So it's easy. They're so versatile. And then if you get a cleric, you can dump your healing spells overnight because you don't need them anymore. You're like, well, fuck this noise. I'm gonna become a tree. He died in a blaze from me misunderstanding his powers. Oh no! Wait, what happened, Kurik? And then you have our group where we build parties with no healers. I mean, a lot of groups do that. You're not necessarily unique in that experience. And that's partially why I like druids, because they're great backfills. They're very, very versatile. And I think bards to some extent can do what I do with druids, but it's not quite the same. From the little I know about bards, I've never played a bard. It's never been something I've been interested in. Who needs healing if you kill everything fast enough? There's also that, sure, yeah. How am I supposed to get up there? I understand why Matt didn't like this. Matt, you were correct. Yet again, you were correct. Not that you've ever really been wrong to my recollection, but wow. When you're right, Matt. This is one stupid shoe. Have you tried fire? For the shoe? No. Oh my god, look at all that. Gross. If this is a real shoe, this lady has so much foot fungus. It's not even funny. See several doctors. Several of them. Blade singing wizards are like barbarians, but smart. They gain AC equal to their intelligence when they start singing and a couple of other things. I've never heard of that. That sounds cool as fuck. Why can't I reach this? This sounds like a justice class. Maybe. I thought he did a really good job with Artificer, actually. And I haven't seen any of the gameplay of the new character. I don't even know what he is. I know he's a changeling. Sorcerer? Oh my god. What a disgusting house. It's not even working. It's not working! Wild magic? What is that? Definitely one he should consider with the next campaign. How long is your current campaign supposed to last? I don't know anything about it because I'm streaming while you play. Why isn't this working? Normally 10 sessions with us, 3 years. Well, that's why I said supposed to. Because this is homebrew, right? $40 to complete it usually. And how far are you into it now? Oh my god, how embarrassing. 6 to 7. It's a module for right now. Okay. Are you working on a homebrew thing? What am I thinking of? Because I swear you were talking about it recently. $15 sessions long. And you've done 2 or 3. Okay, I think we're done with this section. This is gonna be when AO comes back and he's like, your lines, girl. Your lines. They're a mess. I'm gonna be like, listen, AO. I made beautiful lines for the first 2 hours of this game. And we heard nothing from you on that. $4 months, okay. I was talking about homebrew, yes, but I need to catch up on work before I can spend any time on it. Fair enough. Fair enough. I've had a one-shot idea in my back pocket for like 5 years. And I will never finish it. I've accepted that it will never be finished. I will never actually DM it. I worked on it on stream once. Many moons ago. But alas. Is there anything you can tell us about it? Sure. The basic concept is that you have died and you wake up in the afterlife and you meet a character that I don't remember what I named him, but you meet this fairy dragon that is very, very loosely based off of Charon, because he's the ferryman as a fairy dragon. And he explains to you that there is an issue with your paperwork in the afterlife and they can't let you pass through until they sort out how you died. So you are sent back into the regular world with limitations because you're dead. And you have to figure out how you died. All you know is that all of you were murdered. You need to figure out how you died. And there's a twist at the end. So it starts out, you roll a d6. Like, structurally, this is how it starts out. You roll a d6 and I tell you how you died. Like, the vision you get from what you remember. And then that's your clue to start you. But basically all I have written for it is that the descriptions of how you died. And the concept that you have to roll to see how you died. And I can tell you the twist if you want, but I guess technically if you ever wanted to play the one shot, you wouldn't want to know. Preserve its power. Okay, I won't say it then. Secrets are a DM's best friend. I thought that was diamonds. Well, look who's here! My favorite game you play. I know, I thought of you. Didn't I send you a TikTok today about this game too? Or yesterday? Somewhat recently? I sent you a TikTok related to my gameplay of this. Hi Jackie, welcome in. How are you? How was your day? The good enough ding. It's so satisfying. I love this game so much. The last campaign I did had a wizard's house that had 100 different rooms, each with 100 different puzzles and loot, and I had it all written out on my computer's hard drive, died, and I lost it all. The stress I feel just reading that. My god. I would never write again. I'd be like, nope, I'm done. That's it. That's all you get. That's all you get from me. That's horrible. Forever player now. You're like, nevermore. Never again. Shall the world be graced with the presence of my D&D writing. Are there kids in the game? No. There's children singing the alphabet. This house must be left dirty. I must leave. Absolutely not. We can't be teaching the children how to read. Next, they're gonna have coherent thoughts. And they're gonna follow up those thoughts with actions. Unacceptable. Oh, ew. No! My ladder. This is a rather inconvenient one. I will agree with Matt on that. Getting in all these nooks and crannies. Like, you gotta find Tom, Timmy, and Tommy. This is a lot. Is that a feather? Oh no, it's just one clean section of the house. Gross. Gross. Look away, AO. I'm playing on a controller and it's difficult. Don't look at me, AO. Avert your eyes. Oh my god. This is exhausting. If I was doing this in real life, I would have had to take so many strategic breaks. I can barely play this game. Oh my god. Also, if your house is this dirty, I'm already judging you. You're gross. You're like a bad person. You shouldn't be educating kids. How am I supposed to... How do you get to these crevasses? It's not working. Oh, like that. Okay. This is a lot easier than I make it seem. This game. Like, Abby probably beat the whole game already. She downloaded it like 30 minutes ago. She's probably done. The crevasse. Thank you, Tons. Thank you. What are you up to, Tons? Are you watching more of the Book of Boba Fett? Oh, gross. Texting someone and moderating. Fair enough. Are you texting a secret admirer, or is it not a secret? I'm kidding. You don't have to tell me your life. You can if you want to. You don't have to, though. I'll just be bored if I don't know. I'm very nosy. I don't like to be part of drama, but I like to know every tidbit of it. Oh, that's not dirt. Okay. A guy from Tinder? If he shows up to your date 15 minutes early, I swear to God, tons. We'll have something to relate about. A new thing to bond over. Jake is a guy from Tinder. I know that. That was the joke. Oh my God, are you texting Jake? Why? If they showed up at this point? Oh, tons! You deserve to have a good time with people and go on fun dates. Right? Tons o' hugs. This is a stupid level. I understand exactly why Matt came in here and said what he said. I'm over this. Next spot. Give that one guy who flaked 2 times a third chance and he overslept again. 3rd time, same excuse, so I blocked him. I don't blame you. People are stupid. It's like that. Like they find some weird joy with wasting time. I mean, it'd be like that on dating apps from when I was on it. And one of my best friends is on dating apps right now and she's had similar experiences. And she's a fucking catch too, so I don't understand. I don't get it at all. She has started this really funny bit though because she's been asked to go to this golf place more than one time from different people on the same app. Where she started collecting the golf balls as like tokens. Because she doesn't care about the date, but she wants the golf balls. You're not supposed to take them, by the way. She's definitely not supposed to be taking the souvenirs. I guess it's stealing. I think of it as creative borrowing. But anyway, she's got 3 golf balls. And I hope she gets all of them. Because I think there are 6 colors. I usually only match with bots? What happens when you... How do you know they're bots? Teddy has had guys just not answer the door when he shows up for a trick. People are fucked. No, people are fucked. People suck. Except for all of us. We're perfect. This is a lot harder to do on a ladder. What happens when she collects them all? Who? What? Oh, Emily? I don't know. The stars align? Bots always say they want to chat on other websites? Oh. Lame. Has that happened recently? Like, are you currently on apps? If you don't want to answer this question, by the way, you don't have to. I'm just curious. Because I haven't been on an app since 2015. When I met my own bot. Jacob sucks at gaming. I think the worst question I always got, though, when I was on the apps was, why are you on here? Like, how could someone like you be on here? And I'm like, okay, well, you are, so what are you saying about yourself? I don't understand this logic. Is this supposed to make me feel better about myself or worse about you? I don't get it. Make a wish. She should. I've had that before, Shadow. I tried to get your phone number. Gross. I'm not currently looking. Oh, okay. You could have so many golf balls though, Shadow. Think of the golf ball potential. What is happening on this roof? It's so gross up here. What's wrong with the owner of this roof? Is it a bot? Is it gonna ask for my phone number when I finish cleaning it? I had someone ask in broken English for my number so we could talk better. I assume they don't want their accounts being banned for sending malicious links. Wait, what? Told them I wasn't looking to discuss my car's extended warranty. Yikes. Good night, Pi. Thank you for the lurk. I hope you sleep very well. And dream of D&D? I don't know. What do I want you to dream of today? I've taken sole responsibility for what you dream about. So let's see what's on the TV guide for Pi's brain. I think Gateway Computers. I'm gonna go with Gateway Computers. I don't even know if you were here for that bit. I don't think you were. But you're gonna dream about them anyway. Wonder where they all went. They have to be somewhere. What were they recycled into? What purpose do they serve now? I'm on it. Sounds good. Sleep well, friend. Hopefully cursed Jigglypuff gives you all the comfort in your dreams. What? I'm gonna put on my profile that I love being taken to mini golf. Let's start a conspiracy theory. Let's be a problem for several golf establishments. Can I jump up here? Am I trapped? Oh! No, I'm not trapped. I'm dead. Ew, look at this dirty shoe. Do you think if Shrek and the old lady in the shoe were crossed in general, that it would have to be a Converse shoe? Because hey now, we live in an all-star. Get your shoes on. Let's play. It's a niche question, but I need to know. How do I ban a streamer? You don't. Can you imagine though, instead of talking about like, I don't know if I should keep streaming, maybe I'll quit, I get banned? I'm like, well, I guess that answers that. Thank you, Jeffrey Twitch. What a weird self-fulfilling prophecy. Tell me you have trauma related to conflict without telling me you have trauma related to conflict. I think that's what Pokemon was doing. Did Pokemon get banned? I don't know anything about Pokemon. I don't follow a lot of the... They're not really tabloids, but like the tabloid-ish information on streamers. I don't follow anyone that big either. Excuse me. Ding, ding, ding. So satisfying, Kelly. She got a small ban for watching DMCAA belong to stream. Forgot what it was. Oh, wasn't she watching Avatar or something? I think I did see this, actually. She got banned for 3 days for showing Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah. But only 3 days. Is that still the beginning spray gun? No. Wait, I don't know. Maybe? Is it? Probably? I only have one. Have you bought the orange one? No. How do I do that? Okay. I knew I could count on you for your Pokemon obsession. Wait, are you obsessed with her, really? And her Twitch contract ended last week. Oh. I'm not the one that follows her on Twitter. That's Jake? Wait, Jake follows Pokemon on Twitter? What are you talking about? Go to the shop on the menu? The shop on the menu. This? Oh. Oh! Should I buy this $2,000 one? Because I have the monies? Dude, shut up. Oh my god. I don't care. Should I buy this one? Should I do it? I'm gonna look at outfits while chat. Wait, what the fuck? I want. It's a donut. Finding the way to upgrade your character well into the game. Classic Katie sucks at gaming. Listen, I advertise exactly what I am. I don't know why any of you are surprised. There's no cute outfits, though. What's
Smell bad.
What smells bad? You do? Treat yourself. I think I'm gonna buy this one. And then I'm gonna buy this donut thing. And then I'm gonna buy this one. And these gloves. Because I'm rich. I have all of the monies in this game. I don't know what any of that is. Turbo nozzle? What's happening? Okay, wait. So then I need to go here. How do I change what it looks like, though? Clothing? My ugly orange gloves. That's my new Twitch name, Turbo Nozzle. Look forward to it. The Turbo Nozzle Factory. Equipped with 14 shadows. How do I change it to the donut one? I want it to look like a donut. The nozzle skin, yeah. How embarrassing. Excuse me? That works so much better. And the most embarrassing part of this whole thing that we're experiencing right now is that I saw Brito Honey do the same thing. I saw somebody guide her through that process earlier on in the game, and my foolish brain, my empty skull, thought to itself, they must have been talking about the different nozzles. Good thing you've paid attention and know how to change the nozzles out, so you shan't have that problem. And here we are, brittle fools. How am I expected to live, laugh, love in these conditions? With these terrifying children just learning their alphabet outside. Like they're allowed to be educated. Awful. The gall. There's hard mode? Yeah, hard mode is playing with the same nozzle from the beginning because you don't know things. The Katie sucks at gaming way. Why do I keep falling off this fucking ladder, too? There we go. Good enough. I am offended. Katie sucks at knowing. This is true. Katie sucks at having game knowledge. God damn it. I'm so upset. I thought I specifically avoided this exact scenario. Here I am. Doing the same thing. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. Where's that guy that Sea of Thieves explained to you when we need them? Who was that? Who Sea of Thieves explained? Also, how do I get to that spot? Ew, the roof. Why isn't that working? Am I supposed to be able to get to that? Somehow? There's some guy that was telling you how to play the game. I'm gonna be honest with you, that happens all the time. Oh, how do I get up there? Oh, I see the pattern. This is some bullshit. Yeah, that's a pretty common occurrence. A lot of people like to explain games to me. Like there's this guy, Shadow 13X. I'm kidding. Nope, that's not at all how we do this. Okay, like that. Oh, wait, can you... Okay, no, that worked, okay. Ew, the roof. Gross. I cannot believe we've been playing on hard mode the whole time. I mean, I can, because it's very classic me. Very on-brand material. But also, Navi walked over and started yelling at me, and I don't know why. She's upset. She's like, why didn't you tell her? Why do you let her do these things? Live on the internet. It was one thing when it was in the privacy of our own home, but now, father? You betray her like this publicly? You're not even my real dad. We're completely different species. No wonder this takes me for fucking ever. We're gonna finish the whole game tonight. It's all over. This feels very much like the YouTuber who found the tutorial for Breath of the Wild when she was like almost done. Relatable content. There we go. I'm beside myself. I'm standing next to myself over my own fucking nonsense. The worst part of the game, being at 99% clean. Walls? What walls? That's so vague. What walls? Thanks for the host, Justice. How's it going? Oh, up there? How do I get up there? Carefully?
She's a mess, she's a mess. Everything she
Hearts
owns in
and
a box
whispers
to the left.
masquerading as truth? I don't think you have any secret sound commands that you're still looking for, do you? What a mess. I've been power washing. How do you like it? Are you enjoying your power wash stay, Abby? They have been playing Dying Light. I don't think they enjoy it. Boy, have they been playing it. I'm enjoying, but I'm getting tired. Non-baby related message. Thank you. A whole year. 12 months. 12 months we've known each other. Wait, is that real? Have we known each other for a year? I mean, it has to be real. That's how that works. Twitch doesn't lie about those things. That doesn't feel real, though. Happy friendiversary. It is not a good game. Why are you playing it then? We have. I think I always assume, like, the date in my head is always the date that we met in person. So I forget that we met in February. So many swords. All the swords? I don't know what's going on. All I know is I have to find an eyelet, and I gotta clean it. Right now. My character should be dead. I've fallen off of this building several times. I don't see an eyelet. Dying Light is a mess. I don't understand. If it's a bad game, why are you playing it? Powerwash your troubles away. Oh, it's the pieces of the shoelace. Okay. It was gifted to me? But everybody else paid for it, didn't they? Like everybody else in the group that's playing it right now has paid real dollars for it? Right? Because if you all got keys, that's totally different. But, I don't think that's the situation. Window box. Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that. No, come back. Oh my god. The stress. Gifted by a frenemy. I have to stream to get keys. How awkward. Powerwash, welcome in, Ruben. Are you also playing Dying Light 2? Do you also not enjoy? Because thus far, survey says no to that game. Was that not a children's story about a small guy living in a boot? This one? Yes, it is, Can. Welcome in. It's a boot? It is a boot. It's a shoe is what they call it, but it's a boot. Ruben's last game is Paladins? Oh my god, is it really? Oh my god. Oh, Ruben, how embarrassing. Which flower box is not done? This one? I don't understand. Show me the dirt. Game. You don't make any sense, game. Oh, it's this one. Get the ladder, you're saying to yourself. And I say to you, no. Until now, when it's obviously not working and they need to just do this. We did it. We're finally clean. And I actually need to take a short break. So I'm gonna put the BRB screen on and leave the music on. But I will be right back. I miss you already. Like, it's so painful just to think about it, you know? Oh my god, hi, I missed you. I finished my pizza. It was delicious. Look at me go! Look at our progress. We're amazing at this. I love that it doesn't show the ladder, so it looks like I am floating mid-air every single time I use the ladder to clean a higher portion of it. It is a time lapse, yeah. Whenever you finish a job, it shows you your time lapse, and we can play it again. Look at me. Look at me go. Wait for the ladder portion. Look, there I am. Floating. There I am. That's me floating. I can fly now. If you clean enough, you too can fly. That's not how that works at all. Can you imagine though? You just have to have like basic hygiene and then you can fly. What should we clean next? I think this car. This looks manageable. Do we think this car is haunted? Like the house? You're a witch? That's me. I'm too lazy to be a witch. There's a lot of reading involved. It's time to admit it. I just admitted that I'm not a witch for a very believable reason. Wash me? No. Ooh, this car is pretty. We all know, we all see it. What kind of witch do you think I am in this scenario? I don't even live on the 3rd floor, Justice. I can't be a witch. I don't meet the bare minimum requirements. Is this really the house that It is! This was the house that was haunted. We've been here before. I cleaned this house. A throwback. I cleaned this house offline though. But if you want to see what it looks like for somebody to clean that house in this game, can I recommend Brito Honey? Because the answer is I can and I will. I don't think you can power wash rust off like that, but that would be a fun world to live in. Offline, you cheater. I know, they cheated. It's very relaxing. I like to play it in Discord. And sometimes I don't even share my screen, but then other people figure out I'm playing it and they're like, why the fuck aren't you sharing your screen? Like they're personally deeply offended. I'm like, oh, alright, jeez. Didn't think it was that interesting, honestly. But I guess, sure. Specifically Sparkle Bomb, she's very aggressive. She's like, you really think you're gonna play this goddamn game and not show me? You really think that's legally allowed? And I say, yeah, obviously, but there's no state or federal laws about that. I told her you said that. She's in Discord. She's also in here. She said hi earlier. She's furious. I don't think so. The slander. What's behind you? What are you talking about? My chair? Hi, Justin. Welcome in, best friend. To be fair, watching other people relax is the closest most of us get to the real thing these days. That is an excellent point. I have this very non-safe curiosity of what would happen if I tried to wash my teeth with a power washer. Don't do that. So you withholding that is rude. Justin, you're gonna have to join the Discord then. You're gonna have to get your ass in mine and Justice's Discord so you can always have access to watching me play this game. Because it happens in both of them. The wall. Why is there a wall behind you? I turned my desk. So my desk normally faces the window that is over here, but eventually I'm gonna have an L shape anyway, so this is more aligned with where I will end up permanently. And my new desk is coming tomorrow. So this is just the wall in the former dining room, current office. Look at all those friends saying hi to each other. That's true, I do. You have to. It's the law. And as Justice would say, know the law. No one else has ever said that, though. So it's a Justice exclusive slogan. Everyone else is totally fine with you not knowing the law. But the Gigglepuss gang? Not allowed. You must know. You must know. You don't have to obey it, you just have to know it. Welcome to the Discord, Justin. Let us know if you would like an invite to Justice's server too, because it's basically the same server, and we will send you one. It's a love-hate relax. This game? Ao doesn't like watching me play this game because I don't do straight lines. And I'm like, Ao, I've told you several times I'm bisexual. I'm physically incapable of doing straight lines because I'm not a straight person. My heart? Why is your heart? Wait, what? He asked why I hated you both? He loves you and hates me? I don't think that can be true because we're very similar people. So at some point you're lying to yourself. We're like alarmingly similar people. So that's like a you thing. If that's true. Gotta keep it straight with him. You can't do that either, Jake. You're pan. I've read his Twitter. Oh my god, exposed. I assumed you were just alter egos. I mean, there was that one stream. Which reminds me, we went to this gathering of streamers over the summer a while ago. And everybody had these name tags to make fun of how we change each other's names in Discord. And Justice's husband, Topher, wrote a nickname for me and it just said the other Justice. It was probably one of the funniest things he's done. Why isn't this working? I thought I was no longer playing on hard mode. Do I have to do this? Okay, yes.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Not from a car of this age. Trevor got a toll-free from the Golden Gate Bridge in the mail today. Shut up! Did he really? That's hilarious. Also, it's not Cat Jam, it's Navi Jam. I tried to join Justices, but it said invalid. Oh, that's weird. I still have those glasses. We're waiting for Navi to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that Topher got a toll fee for going over the Golden Gate Bridge. I mean, I don't love that because I don't want him to pay, but I think it's funny. Was it expensive? I didn't even go with you for that. Sounds like a tall fee. Can I get a ban for Jacob Sucks at Gaming? Why can't I? The fuck? I didn't get anything cool in the mail today. We checked the mail. I got my W-2 from my old job. The last piece of correspondence I ever want to receive from that place. We got our utility bill. Nothing fun. I didn't even get any coupons. I have hiccups. I got hiccups in the mail. But I guess tomorrow's mail will be fun if my desk does arrive as advertised. What? These text messages in this game are so fucking weird. Hydrate and stretch. I want 1 second, Jacob. Who I thought was banned. So how are you doing this? And because I know you hate that. No one ever does it when you ask them to ban me. It's the respect or the fear. What? No! It's not empty! Why did you take my coffee from me? Can I get a legitimate ban for Jacob sucks at gaming? He stole from me. I already drank some of that. He stole my coffee. I want him out of here. Can I also get an eviction notice for Jacob sucks at gaming? And a toll fee? Check the VOD. I already drank water. The rudeness. The gall. I want to understand the physics of this one. Because this is not how Rust works. Although removing rust is also a very satisfying experience. And removing paint from old doors. Another satisfying experience. I have this really cool excuse me, I have this really cool old trunk in my closet that is a family heirloom, and it survived a fire. I would love to restore it, but it is covered in rust, fire damage, and just regular life damage. And I don't have the space to work on it. So it lives in my closet. Thanks for the host, Sapphire. I realized today I wasn't following you on Twitter because I suck at using my social media accounts. How embarrassing for me. Where is the dirt? Oh. Wait, how do you get under there? You're still a legend. Thank you. It means a lot coming from another legend. Only other legends can elect new legends. I'm like a creepy legend, though. Like the one you tell kids to scare them from going in certain areas of the forest. Not like a fun legend. Not like a Greek myth. But one day. One day. Very powerful. This Powerwash? It is. I wish I could be done doing this car, to be honest with you. But I'm not seeing the dirt. Oh, it's everywhere. Gross. We did it. Ew. Dirt. Can you imagine having dirt on your car? Ew. There's actually always dirt on my car, but my car's yellow, so you can rarely tell. It's only when it gets really bad. Ew. Gross. I just want the satisfaction of finishing this. Why can't I have that? I gotta take this album off of the stream playlist. Not because it's bad, but because my brain associates it exclusively with the Gigglepuss Gang stream. And it gets really confusing. Hello, Navi. Welcome back. I lose all track of where I am, when I am, who I am. It gives me a full identity and existential crisis for the price of one song by Paris Heller. Do you mind if I just step on your vintage car to clean the roof? No, right? I know there's a ladder, but that's not the point. If it wasn't made to withstand my nonsense, it wouldn't have lasted this long. That's a new thing. You can step on me, my car. That's a different version of that Beatles song. I think the original was You Can Drive My Car, but You Can Step on My Car is the new one. I started watching that Beatles documentary that everybody watched like 4 months ago, and no one has any interest in anymore, to my knowledge. But I started watching it at work because I need the background noise to focus when I'm working, and I realized it's kind of the perfect thing to watch if you have ADHD and you thrive working with other people in the room who are being creative, because it's basically one long songwriting session. So it's just like the constant noise of people trying to create a song, and it's kind of perfect. So I think I'm gonna play it in the background every time I work on anything. I mean, it's also objectively interesting for the actual content, but I think I will have it on loop for the rest of my life, or at least the portions of my life I wish to be productive. Ew, dirt. I thought that side was clean. Gross. Can I power wash my student loans away? Is that an acceptable form of repayment? Can I power wash them off of my financial record? Because that would be lovely. Would be literally life-changing. Like, my brain would make that dinging noise. Ding, financial freedom. It would wash the pressure away from my financial situation. And for a large percentage of Americans. We should just cancel it. It's not a hot take anymore. It's just a plea. Please, sir, can I have less? Can I have significantly less, sir? Okay. The dirt on this car is getting out of hand. Is there a special cleaner I'm supposed to be using for this rust? Because it refuses. And while I respect the dedication, it's getting irritating. Can you just be clean, car? I want you to be clean. There's like 2 spots left. Come on. 98% clean. Oh my god. What is all this stuff? I wish you could do this in real- No, I don't. I was gonna say I wish you could do this in real life. I don't. I don't want to know the precise amount of unhygienic every surface is in my life. No. That's anxiety. I don't need to know that. I think I would like it for 2 minutes, and then I would immediately hate it. Do these, like, rust while you're doing this? Is there a time constraint? Why isn't this car clean? Okay, let's work our way from the bottom then, I guess. Oh, these? Who, these? Clean it harder. Apparently that is the answer. Okay. Wait, why isn't it showing it anymore? Wing mirrors. That was weird. Are you kidding me? Which one of you isn't clean? You? Why? Okay. Tires. Why did they spell it with a Y? The tyrus. They also spell color with a U? Was that all? Did I? No. There are 6 tires on this thing? Oh, 2 spares. For looks. Can you just set me free, please? I'm tired of this. These games. It's too much pressure. fuck? Where else is it dirty? Really? Where? This is a stupid game. I'm playing a stupid game. You all knew that. But I'm just coming to terms with these realizations. This knowledge that I have. It's not even showing any dirt. Oh, maybe underneath. I just want to be free. There we go. Can someone clean my car like this? I have a feeling it would look a different color. What if my car was white the whole time? The whole time? The whole time? We gotta go. The time lapse for this is gonna look so stupid. It's me doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting a different result. How silly. What? Where? Why? When? Where is it dirty? Oh, is there like an underneath? Maybe? Oh, there we go. Gross. How much would you have to pay for this in real life? If your car was this gross? Kelly, how's it going? I'm glad you're having a good time, Kelly. Because I only make like $1 an hour doing this in the game. And not even real life dollars, like the game dollars. I make $1 an hour. I feel like if I wanted this in real life, it would cost me a lot of money. Make it make sense. Game. Make it make sense. We're still looking on this mudguard, apparently. What about the mudguard? That was incredibly difficult to say. Show me the dirt! I don't understand. Show it to me. I would love to clean it. Bring it to my attention in a healthy way. And we will synergize and work on this together. Where the fuck is the dirt? I don't understand. I thought that was a person's legs. Like right there where the ladder is. I thought that was a person's legs. And I was like, why is somebody watching me? For what? For what reason? Can you see me? You can't. I'm a vampire. You can't see me in the reflection of the car. I literally don't understand. Where's the dirt? Are you serious? I'm jumping on your car again because this is a stupid game. Show me them hinges. Oh, we did all the hinges. Okay. Handles now. The neediness. There's only 4. Which one is it? Oh. We're almost there. It's the last one. The bonnet. Oh, the hood. That's British speak for the hood of the car. I think. Oh, it's not the hood. It's this part. How embarrassing. I've seen British Top Gear. I promise. The bumper. That's not even really a bit, though. I did used to watch British Top Gear all the time. And then the hosts were bad people. So I stopped. And then I watched Grand Tour for a little bit. And then I stopped. And I know you're like, what other piece of information could she possibly give us? The answer is none. We're done with this job. We're finally free. That was a lot of information in a text message that I didn't read. Because I can't see most of it in the screen that I have this game on. I can't. It's not visible to me. Oh my god. What's next? Look at my stupid character being stupid. And missing all of those spots. Gross. I wish they had the person who asked you to do the job review the time lapse though as if it were security footage so they could be like, you stepped on my car several times? Do we want to talk about that? Maybe? No? Okay. Well, I'm never hiring you again. I'm gonna write a- that was cute. I'm gonna write a really unflattering review on Yelp. So it's the only way I know how to assert power in this capitalist wasteland that we live in. Although this looks like a literal wasteland. These options down here. Look at Navi. I'm gonna squish her head. Eek. Okay. We are gonna look for somebody to raid because all of those look like they're gonna take forever. And while that's fun and it's a good time, I don't have that kind of time on a weeknight because I have to do like a real job, which is stupid, but true. We're gonna close close the game. Get out of here, Powerwash. I feel like they got what they paid for when they hired Katie Sucks at Power Washing. I mean, they would have if I named the business that, but there was a character limit on the business license, so it just says at Power Washing, and they didn't really get any forewarning for that whatsoever. Oh, I accidentally exited mod mode. I'm doing amazing. I'm like so good at this. Thank you guys for hanging out while I play another round of this nonsense. Oh, is this person gonna be on much longer? They started before me. An ad! I really like this streamer, and I've been hanging out with them a lot on their stream and interacting with them a lot on Twitter, so I hope we can raid them after the world's longest ad on the planet. Come on, please. I think I've raided them before, but it's usually pretty rare because our schedules overlap. Okay, I'm gonna risk it because even if they're gonna end soon, I trust them to take you anywhere. We're gonna raid the lovely and wonderful Nisivos, also known as Nis, also known as Rachel, another amazing bi streamer here on Twitch. Another person with a black cat, all around excellent person. They're playing some Stardew. Living their best of lives. Did it go? It went. It went. It went? I gotta go. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back on Wednesday, maybe. My new desk comes in tomorrow, so I might be building it for a while. It may not go as planned. Keep an eye on Twitter as usual. I will see you soon, for sure, though. Thanks for hanging out. You're wonderful. Other things. Other things. Thank you. Tons. That's the other thing that I need to say. If you're a subscriber to the channel, copy and paste that first raid call for me. If you are a follower of the channel, copy and paste the second one. Until I see you again, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. And I leave.